Hello everyone and welcome back into our Deity Every Leader Challenge as Wilhelmina. As you guys know on YouTube, sometimes I have to take a break and then come back to the game later. And coming back into this one, our route to victory is very straightforward, very simple. No one else is even really close to another victory, which is amazing, although the religious one can sneak up on you really quickly if they start winning a lot of apostle battles, so we have to be careful there. Everything else is fine. I think our path to victory is very simple. We're going to go democracy. We already have our trade routes set up here for the food and production to allies, so that's perfect. That's already set up for us. We are launching the Earth satellite. This base science number is way too low. The culture number is totally fine. The gold number is fine, and then faith is whatever. So I'm not too upset about the culture and gold, considering the map type and everything. It could be better, but I'm not too upset with how I played it. And then the science number just needs to be higher, but I had already thought of that because I left myself with a bunch of research grants going. So that's amazing. So once we get democracy and we get the food and production for trade routes to allies, what we're going to do is we're going to swap out the whistle banking card here because we need more envoys. And then eventually the envoys will tune into suzerain ships, and then the suzerain ships will give us +5 science later in the game. And that's the plan. So we're just going to play this one out. Yeah, I don't really know if there's much else to it. We're also almost at a golden age. Oh, we'll almost certainly hit this golden age. 15 to 35 turns with 8 arrow score left. I'm cool with that. Now, are we doing anything specific with this scout? I kind of maybe want to just... So she's at war with Genghis, but not with Australia. Oh, this is the city that got taken over by the Barbs. I remember that. That was the on Twitter, it was a story in 3 turns. A civilization story in 3 pictures or whatever. There's like 100,000 Barbs down here. It's crazy. Okay. I might actually bring this scout over to Eleanor and discover some more cities here for more possible ally trade routes. I'm not military. Absolutely not. I don't want to fight Genghis. Cool. So you're good there. I'll sneak down, discover some more cities. Norwich is going to flip, but there should be at least 1 or 2 cities here. It's really weird to see Eleanor's cities be the ones flipping. That's strange. She needs to pick up her game. If you're playing Eleanor and your cities are the ones loyalty flipping, you are playing Eleanor woefully incorrectly. Yeah, your embassy's great. I love embassies. They're my favorite.
Right now, there are 31
awesome. So we already have the Mars landing queued up. So this was... I don't know if you're still here, Peppermint, but what is your understanding of Ruhr Valley? Because this is like a 10-minute long trial and error on YouTube that's watchable. But here's the problem I had with Ruhr Valley this game. And I've never tried to do this, so I'm not surprised I had trouble. If you go to the thing for Ruhr Valley... How do I spell that? There we go. Right. It just says, must be built along a river adjacent to an industrial zone with a factory. Right. So easy peasy, easy to understand. Industrial zone, factory, river. Gotcha. But when you go to build it... I can't go to build it now because we already have it. But when you go to build it, it says that the factory needs to be in the same city. Right? And so this industrial zone is in Amsterdam. This one is in Haarlem. This Ruhr Valley is also in Amsterdam. And every time I reset the game, it was giving me different options. Sometimes it would allow me to put it next to an industrial zone that was in a different city, and sometimes it wouldn't. But every time I reloaded the game, it's like it had a different take. So I'm not sure how it's meant to work. I assumed, because this is what it says in the Civlopedia, that it can be any factory with an industrial zone. It doesn't have to be yours. Or it doesn't have to be in the same city as the Ruhr Valley. And that's eventually what it let me do. But it took restarting a few times for it to let me do that, if that makes sense. And so I was just wondering if I glitched the game somehow by restarting it. Or if that's I don't know. I just don't know because it says 2 completely different things. It doesn't actually matter. That's what I thought, but sometimes it did. Sometimes it did definitely matter. Sometimes it would only let me put it next to this one and not next to this one. Right? But the only thing I changed was reloading the game. And I did that over and over and over again, and each time it seemed like the game had a different interpretation. Anyways, we got what we wanted, but yeah, it was very strange. It was very, very strange. I was very confused. I'm remembering that now. I'm just building walls just in case. I just hate privateers, and I know there's a lot of barbs down here, and so I don't wanna get bamboozled by any privateers. Broadcast center, that's a bit far away. I'm gonna buy the broadcast center. Oh shit, I can't. Either way, I'm gonna go for campus research grants. I don't think the broadcast center is gonna do that much for us this minute. 57. Oh, it's probably better that I buy the research lab. All right. Granary's fine. Keep on growing. I always do this where I'm like, oh, I'll win this game within like 50 turns, and then I stop trying. And I need to stop doing that. So we're going to get you to grow. Especially when Adelaide has 18 population. I don't need any loyalty problems up here. We also, if we hit aluminum yet, actually, we should probably rush towards aluminum pretty quickly. Surely we've hit aluminum, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. We need to make sure we have... We are gaining it. How much aluminum are we gaining? I guess you just need it stocked up. I just need, like, 90. Oh, we're good. We're fine. Man, this really did work out well. I did leave myself just completely set up. Awesome. Normally, you get all the way here, and then you don't have enough aluminum to launch all the Lagrange projects at the end. Awesome. Well, I'm happy with this. Yeah, keep on discovering cities. Preston, perfect. Sheffield, great. We're going to get rid of this fog of war here, so we have more trade route options from Amsterdam.
The lowest is to attack a city. Siege of a city is only done as a last resort.
All right. Thank you, Sun Tzu. Thank you for your inspiration. How much coal do we got? Accumulating 9, using 6. We already have a power plant going, evidently. Wouldn't mind another power plant, but I don't think it's completely necessary. We're going to need to build more spaceports, too. Oh, this is Reina. How far along? There's so many things that, like, when you hop back into a game. So we're almost... Oh, we are at contractor, so... I mean, we don't have the gold for it, but we can buy spaceports. All right. That's good to know. So you don't have enough food, so the housing's not going to be... Oh, you have to repair that. Grab a builder. What is that going to take? 4 turns? That's fine. That is totally fine. Monument. Ooh. Broadcast center is probably more important. And then I wanted to buy this research lab. I really want the broadcast center down here. I just think the research lab is more helpful right now. Awesome. Lots of cities over here to trade with, which is exactly what we want. We are almost at... Yeah, so 1 turn. Then we need to immediately build, before we launch the Mars colony, we need to build the Royal Society. So we can use our builders to speed things along. What are you here doing? I'm assuming stealing a tech boost. Are you here to breach a dam? Gain sources, and then we'll try and steal a tech boost, but I probably brought him over here to breach the dam because I think that's funny. That's probably not ideal, but I think it's funny. Breaching dams and recruiting partisans are like the most useless possible use of your spies, and every time I'm just so happy when I do it. Alright, we're taking democracy. Awesome. We got the campus card, we got rationalism, great, great. I think the next thing that makes sense is more culture. I wouldn't mind more gold. Do we not have the culture card? The rationalism version of culture? We do not. Alright, well there goes that idea. I can actually keep Whistlebanking in. I didn't even think about that. Awesome. Good stuff. So we're getting huge food and production. The thing is, this also gives them food and production. Does democracy do that too? No. It doesn't appear that way. Okay. I mean, I don't care about giving other people food and production. That's fine. Especially because we're ahead in the game. We're not behind. If we were behind, I'd probably care a little more. Ooh, gold from envoys feels pretty nice, though. Maybe later once we have more envoys. I'll just go new deal. Yeah. That's fine. The housing will get our population up quickly. I'm fine with that. I don't think doubling aluminum is explicitly necessary, but I want to come for these envoys here. So we'll go for those two for the 5 envoys. Is this also a game where we don't have any... I believe this is a game where we don't have any science city-states, right? Correct, because I held on to my envoys for so long, hoping we'd find a science city-state. I remember that. Okay. Yeah, that was a time and a half. I totally remember that. Do we have 3 promotion Victor? Nope, don't have Victor at all. That's unusual for me. So we'll go for a spy then. You need to go to an ally. Ooh, are we not allied with you anymore? That is a mistake. Perfect. Oh man, yeah, we're just cruising. Absolutely cruising. How much production are we at here? 166! That's a number I like. Oh yeah, no science city-states feels really bad. I literally held on to envoys for probably 100 turns while I explored the map trying to find a science city-state. We won the World Fair. Fantastic. I don't really care that much. City provides +1 appeal. Hard pass. No thank you. And great artist. We'll take that. We'll sneak that in there. A little bit of artwork. Never hurt anyone. I just finished reading Origin by Dan Brown, which Dan Brown is a... I don't know if he's the best author ever. His writing style is very frustrating, but I found the book to be really interesting, actually. And there's a lot of art-based banter in that book, a lot of museums and stuff. So I don't care about who we sues. Who's the most reasonable? Buenos Aires is giving us amenities, which is nice, and we're pretty clear there. The next easiest is Mexico City, so we'll go for that. Ah, no, and it loyalty flipped to you, so you can't restore it back to its... Oh, that's frustrating. That's super frustrating. Yeah, Dan, what's in, like... I'm not even sure why Da Vinci Code is as popular as it is. I think it's the same thing with a lot of things, though. It appeals to the most amount of people. Like, it's not complicated. It's not asking you any tough questions. It's just a fun, entertaining book that almost anyone can read and enjoy. Right? But his writing style honestly just grinds my gears. It's been years, and I've wanted to read Origin because I've heard it's one of his better books. But even in Origin... Even with Origin, I could, like, one of the characters, I don't know if you've read it, but one of the characters has he's a tech geek with a smartphone, and every time he has to call it, like, the oversized green screened blue purple cased, and you're just like, look, you just need to say that it's oversized and green one time, and then you don't have to tell me. It's so frustrating. He just does, like, it almost feels like he doesn't trust me to remember any detail about anything. There's also like a 47 character password they need to get, and instead of saying, and then we were looking for the password, and then he'll keep saying, like, we're still looking for the 47 character, and it's like, I get it, it's 47 characters, I got it the first 100 times. It's like me trying to finish an assignment. Like, I've written a good story, but my word count is too low. I'm like, every car is a PG 1030 Ford Extreme Drag Racer. That's like 6 words to each car. Trader was sent to me? I don't know. Earn double points. Great scientists, I think. I don't have a lot of Diplo favor, and I actually want to sell it. right? We're not at the point where... I don't want to lose to. We're not at the point where I need my Diplo favor for anything super important coming up. We also definitely need to watch The Great Scientists, because we might need to buy... which one am I thinking of here? Well, I can't... I know the one I'm thinking of. What's his name? Oh god, I can't remember. He hasn't come up yet, though. And this Artifacts one is terrible for us, so that's perfect. Because we can just pass on this. I disagree a little. I think Harry Potter is infinitely more well-written than any Dan Brown thing. I think Harry Potter evolves and gets better over time. I think each book is more well-written than the last, and by 6 and 7... By 6 and 7, she's got it absolutely down. It's like just the amount of writing you need for Harry Potter. She doesn't overdo it, but she doesn't undersell it either. Like the books are exactly as long as they need to be by 6 and 7, and they tell you exactly what they need to tell you. Oh, the story is better than the writer for sure, 100%. Oh yeah, 200%. Harry Potter: The Story is one of the best stories of all time. J.K. Rowling, the writer, is just kind of eh. Like, anything else she's ever written is kind of eh. Alright, you're gonna go fix... This will help with the food problem a little bit. Man, that coal power plant is tempting. I just don't think it's super necessary. We'll go for the sewer to keep population high. The scout did its job. I should probably come back and upgrade to a skirmisher just to be nice, but... Oh, we're gonna go over this golden age.
Son, have you seen the reign of God?
I also like how in all the iterations of Civ 6 so far, they haven't fixed whether like you discover things first or the video plays first, and it's always just a random whatever. Like it. Oh yeah, see, it's like you discover something, then a thing happens, and then this place, and sometimes you discover something else afterwards. It's really fun. I love that you never know which order it's gonna come in. I'm not thinking of Einstein. Carl Sagan is the one I'm thinking of. It just took me a minute. I mean, no one else is really... Carl Sagan's the one I'm thinking of. At least I think he's the one I'm thinking of. Royal Society, 2 turns. Once we get Royal Society, we can use builders to help launch the moon landing, which is fantastic. Good stuff. It's going to be such a time to, like this number needs to be like 650 to do this in a decent amount of time. At least 650. Oh, yeah. Earth satellite, I don't need to scout anymore. Cool. You can come back. Be a skirmisher. I feel bad. So Australia's catching up a little bit. Australia is leading. Oh, God! Oh, no. This happened recently. So he must have rushed just straight forward. So he's also going to be... He's been below science and me for a while. He's not going to be at launch the Mars... Or he's not going to be farther along. A lot of the AI always get 2 steps in and then fumble at the end. But that is concerning. That is concerning. Is that flooded? No, surely that's just yeah, pillaged. The privateer came along and got it. Yeah, with really low science. His science hasn't been higher than mine for a while. So what he's done is what I did, and he's just rushed here. But he's going to have the same journey to get to here. I find this a lot with the AI, especially like it's happening in some of Bose's games a lot, where they get 2 in and then they fumble at the ending, and they almost never launch Lagrange projects. They almost always do 50 turns at 1 per turn. So I think I'm fine still. I mean, also if we lose, we lose. We're just having fun. I do not take this game too seriously at all. We're just having a good time.
A bird came down the wall.
Alright, are there any potential... No potential... Oh! Yeah. Ah, damn it. It didn't theme it. It's the only potential give it a little extra boost. Yeah, that's better. Well, that sucks. I was hoping for a potential theme there. 6-turn Petra. Nah. We need to start spamming builders, actually. I'll do a trader and then a builder. The trader can come to Amsterdam. We want to max our trade routes out in Amsterdam. But also, we still need to wait. Like, we have a long wait ahead of us to get up to the Mars colony. I suppose the lighthouse is fine for the trade route. Yeah, so there are privateers about. That's annoying. That must have been from a while ago and I just didn't realize. So Royal Society, super clutch. Super clutch in a science game. If you've never used Royal Society before, you should. All the time. Yeah, that'll be a builder in 2 turns. I'm not in a race to finish this because we need to get farther along the science tree. Promote to Space Initiative. Plus 30% production to all space program projects in the city. Sign me up. Alright, where's Pingala at? Not in Amsterdam. That's not ideal. Let's swap that around. I hate moving Pingala and losing the 5 turns of Magnus can go to Harlem. I don't think we're chopping a lot of stuff out for the rest of the game. But I hate losing the 5 turns of science and culture he gives you.
Success is counted.
Yeah, but that's more helpful to have him in the city that's launching the space projects. Ah, is that why there's no loyalty problems up here? We're in a cultural alliance with him. That makes sense. You need to come to Amsterdam. 25% tourism towards other civilizations. Is there another great merchant I want really badly? Probably amenities. I want this great engineer, though. Oh, we're getting it anyway. I'm going to buy it just in case. Plus 20% production towards space race projects is perfect. We can hard pass on this. Is there another great merchant I really want? No, and this kind of denies culture victories from other civs for a little bit longer. Yeah, that's fine. I might regret that. I might regret that later. I will spend 370 faith to secure this great engineer. I will use it. Oh, you only have 1 action. Okay, so make sure you go to the one in Amsterdam. Yeah, cool. Cool. That was fine. Let's use the other 3 charges here. Yeah, the other 3 charges can be used in the spaceport. Yeah, I really want to breach the dam. It's so fun, but we're going to try and steal a tech boost. We need to get zooming. We need to get zooming along on the tech tree.
Engineering is the art of water and air. The 2 essentials on which life depends.
I was rather hoping that you'd get some oil in this desert here. Oh, we are. It's just on top. Well, that's helpful. At least we don't have to work the oil. I was hoping to get at least a use for these tiles, though. Oh, just kidding. It's down here. Alright. That's fine. We don't really need oil for much. I'm not too worried about that. It's nice to have a stockpile if we end up having to go for some strange war, but... Ooh, spies who steal tech boosts undetected also gain an extra boost. That's very niche, but that's interesting. I want the, Where am I looking here? The globalization? Yeah, it's globalization that I want. I want the +5 science per city-state you're the suzerain of. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, we are passing on this guy. Absolutely. So we're going to have to check back on that great person literally every turn to make sure we don't miss the one we're looking for. Yeah, you can get a little bit of food in production as well. Alright, envoys are still a thing. Where are they at? There we go. 3 envoys. Yeah, we're just trying to soothe as many people as possible. That's 2 now, so that'll be 10% when we get there. It's only 34. Man, you really feel it when Pingala isn't in, like, for the 5 turns you're swapping him over, you really feel it. Great Engineer's gonna chill here. Perfect. I want to send them to... Yeah, it's too far away. I want to send them to Suleiman here because we have a research bonus with him, or research alliance. We'll get a little bit of extra science for that. I don't think we quite need to spam builders yet. I think 1 or 2 will be fine to get this done. I think just honestly campus research grants. Yeah, I think we just need to campus research grants for a while. Here he is! Carl Sagan, baby. We found him. We found him. What are we getting? 70 per turn? 36, 28 with research grants? Hopefully we get it. Carl Sagan was who we were hoping for. So that's totally fine. That worked out great. We also need to try not to get killed along the way. Does it update them as they go along?
Haven't advanced that much since we were kids. When you boil it down, it's still a gas can.
Like if I go here, okay, so he hasn't even researched nanotech yet, so it does tell us. We can see if he's researched nanotechnology. So if you guys have never used Royal Society before, it is a key to a science victory, along with many other things. The way to go here is to hit up your government, and you want to head to... No, this is the wrong screen. You want to head to democracy. There's democracy. Democracy gives you 4 food and 4 production for trade routes to an ally. Right, so we've loaded up trade routes in Amsterdam, getting 4 food, 4 production to all of our allies that we are trading with. That production, combined with Royal Society, means you can use your builder charges to complete some of the production, right? And you need democracy, or you just need, I mean, you just need one of the third tier governments. I would recommend democracy and a science win. But once you get one of those, build Royal Society, and then you can use your builders for some of the production. You can only use 1 builder per turn, per spaceport to do that, but it's worth doing. Playing Civ for fun, who does that? I don't know, man. There's a lot of people who don't. Anytime I watch multiplayer, I'm like, are you enjoying this? Are you really enjoying this experience right now? It seems so frustrating.
The release of atom power has changed everything except our...
I want to try... Oh, I want to keep Whistlebanking in. Never mind. I really do want to try stealing 2 tech boosts at one time. Wish You Were Here, pretty useless. Bodyguard of Lies, pretty useless. 2R, okay. It's obviously Heartbeat of Steam. 10% production towards Industrial Era Wonders, that's not helpful. Campus District Science also gives production. That's more helpful. And also, lots of loyalty. Lots and lots of loyalty. Is there anywhere I can buy a research lab that I haven't yet? Hey, there's the moon landing. I think the moon landing is the perfect spot to end this video. If you're hanging out on Twitch, stick around. We're going to play, God, for probably at least 3 or 4 more hours. I didn't know I was going to be able to stream today, so I got nothing on the agenda, so we might be here for a while. If you are on YouTube, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying this Wilhelmina gameplay. I hope you enjoyed the new layout on the screen. It's going to be a bit weird halfway through a Let's Play for you to see that, but I hope you're enjoying it. There are links to Twitch, Twitter, and Discord in the description below. And the like and subscribe button are there if you enjoyed the content and want to make sure you don't miss another video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.